Alright, Shalom. I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Akakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and the bishops that told me this truth that we were well. And Shalom to the elect scattered through the four corners of the earth. My name is Quadash Paya, and real quick, we're going to open up with a precept in the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 31. It says, "And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another." So we're seeing and hearing about wars and rumors of wars. Over here, this is an article going into Iran, about Iran, right? Declares U.S. Israeli economic banking interests in region are targets, right? So let me see if I could get, hold on. Anyway, forgive me. But anyway, with this whole conflict right now spewing up to World War III is also causing a major oil disruption or supply disruption, and they're targeting banks. They were speaking about, the IRGC releases a list of offices and infrastructure run by top U.S. companies with Israeli links whose technology has been used for military applications, right? So it says the IRGC has threatened to attack economic centers and banks related to United States and Israeli entities in the region after what it called an attack on an Iranian bank with the war in its 12th day. Alright. So it is talks about these different drones and, underwater bombs in the Straits of, I believe, Hormuz, if I'm not mistaken, where the ships go to, export and import for the oil in that region, But this just goes to show you that that's part of war. The economy, disrupting the infrastructures of certain lands, and countries. And that type of conflict has always been going on, Slack here. Right, and that's also a way for these elites, right, to bring order out of chaos. Check this out. This is over there, I believe it's in California. Slack. Where the gas went up $8.21, $8.25, $8. So yeah, gas is going up. Oil and things like that is going up, right? Like it just showed you right there, people in India line up for cooking gas cylinders as Iran crisis squeezes supply. And this is from the Daily Mail. You see how people are standing up, and they were doing that when they were rationing food, rationing oil, things like that, because of the lack of the production. Oil prices surge above $100 per barrel as 7 ships attacked in Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz. So yeah, things are rising. Prices gonna start rising. This is what I was talking about earlier. Self-detonating drones that they're saying can erupt over here in the soils of America, Babylon the Great, and then point the fingers. So don't be surprised if there's an economic disruption, if there's like a blackout or something to that nature. Because we know the agendas here. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're not ignorant of his evil schemes. That's why the Lord told us to watch and pray, so we know what to watch for, as well as filter it through the scriptures, because it's all what we're watching for is all prophecy unfolding. Because World War III cannot start or be erupted fully to its full extent, or measure, if you will, until, the hour of temptation occurs fully. Pursuing what? That's going into Revelation 13 and 16. That mark, right? Which is going to be a new digital currency. So we see how this war is escalating to that point. Then Jacob's troubles, and then the second coming of Yahushua, which the men of the Lord is, and the women, children that's waiting for. Even Yahushua himself is waiting for that day. Right? That's why the scriptures tell you, man, basically, your riches will not deliver you in that day. Nothing here is going to deliver you in that day. So real quick, I want to get another preset over here. So this was the second Ezra chapter. Ezra saw the conflict. Alright, real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, which is, going into like the food, bread basket, things like that. You can also look at it in a necessity or commodity standpoint, because ultimately, war affects everything, So it says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, so everything is good, business as usual, prices is fine again, right? People are not in a state of panic or anxiety because of the whatever, right? It says that they shall think themselves to be in good case, so they think everything's good, That's the mindset of people that are so comfortable in society. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon earth. Evils are growing upon earth, is it not? It says sword, famine, and great confusion. Remember the scriptures say the Lord is not the author of confusion. But people are going to be confused when shit hit the fan. They're not watching or know what to watch for. So when things do erupt, they're going to be confused on why. Right? Who, what, where, when, and why. Hey, listen. It's prophecy. Alright? Point blank, period. That's what it is. And that's the time we're in. Prophetic events occurring. you know? So let's see where this goes. Iran warns that U.S. banks will be the next target. So this was the original article. All right. So yeah, this was in the end time headlines. So I hope this was edifying. Just a quick update on it, you know? And just keep an eye out on this, on the economy. That's major, you know? Watch and pray, you know? With that, I'm going to say shalom.